Alright, so let's get started. We're going to begin by placing 3 blocks of our black wool. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool on the left side. And then on the right, on top of those first 3 blocks that we placed, we're going to go up by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then on the right side, we're going to go up by 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But remember, you're going to place those 6 1 row up. So make sure you guys have this. Now, every so often, after you build something, I'm going to be taking a step back, allowing you guys to have an opportunity to hit pause, just in case you need a little bit of extra building time. So we're going to continue on this left side by going up by 2 black wools, so 1, 2. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 4 black wools on the left side, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal going to the right. So we're going to focus on building the outline of our toad eating a mushroom, because you know, why not? They have to eat something too. So what we're going to do next is that to the right of this black wool, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the right here, we're going to go up by 4. Again, connected 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you guys have this so far. What we're going to do is that over here, we're going to skip a block. We're going to give a gap of 1. Am I making sense? We're going to have a gap of here. Look, if you want to make it perfectly, just go ahead and add a yellow wool. And then below that yellow, we're going to place 3 black wools. And then in the middle here, we're going to go down by another 3 black wools. So you end up with something that looks like this. And that's going to be his first little foot. And now let's continue with this outline. So we're going to go up here. Do you guys remember building this 4 black wools going up? Well, now on the second block from the top, we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools. We're going to go up by 2 black wools. And then we're going to have 3 diagonal black wools, just like that. And that's going to be its little arm. How cute. And now above this black wool, we need to place 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you guys have 4 black wools across the top. I know it's a little kind of weird to build, but just make sure you guys have those 4 black wools across the top. And then on this left side, we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool, just like that. Now, after we make that 1 diagonal black wool, we are going to have 5 black wools going to the left. So here we go. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to be our 5 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 3 diagonal black, what am I doing? 3 diagonal black wools. Then we're going to go up by 2, so 1, 2. And then on this left side, we're going to go up by 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then on the right, we're going to go up by 2, so we're going to go 1, 2. And then on the right, we're going to go up by 2. We're going to go 1 and 2. Pause it if you need to. Let's take a big step back. This is what we have so far. Now, what we're going to do next is that we're going to go up here and we're going to have 5 diagonal black wools going up and to the left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right, so 1 and 2. And then we're going to have 3 black wools going to the right. And then we're going to have 8 going to the right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools. And then we're going to have 2 more black wools going down. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to have 5 black wools going down on the right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 black wools going down on the right. Then on this left side, we're going to go down by 2. So we have 1 and 2. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools going up and to the left. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to go up and we're going to have 1, 2, 3 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. And then we're going to have 4 diagonal black wools going to the left. Just like that. Then we're going to go down by 2 black wools. So 1, 2. And then we're going to drop down and we're going to have to go down by 3 black wools. Then on the right, we're going to go down by 2. And finally, 1 diagonal black wool. So let's take a step back. You can tell it's going to be his big little mushroom head. So make sure that you guys have this. So let's take a step back. Pause it if you need to. Right, awesome. So let's continue with the outline. Now for the continuation of our outline, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be going up here right where we left off. And below it, we're actually going to add another 3 black wools going to the left. Then on the right side, we're going to go down by 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So make sure you guys have this so far. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to drop down, and on the right, we're going to go down by 2. And then again, on the right, we're going to go down by 2. So make sure you guys have those 2 sets of 2 going down on the right side. Then we're going to have 3 sets of 2s going down on the left. So here we have our first, our second, and then finally our third. So make sure you guys have added those 3 sets of 2 black wools going down on the left side. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool going down and on the right. And then we're going to have another. So make sure that you guys have those 2 diagonal black wools. Then right below this black wool, you're going to place 2 black wools going to the right, just like so. Then we're going to have 4 black wools going down on the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to have 3 going down on the left. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool going down and on the left. And then we're going to have 3 black wools going to the left. So make sure you guys have this so far. And don't worry, as long as there's a gap of like 2, you have done it correctly. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. You know all that other good stuff. Now let's continue building. What we're going to do is that right above the last block that we placed, we're actually going to go straight up by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 black wools going straight up. Then we're going to go to the right and we're going to go down by 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go right here. Do you guys see? So let's go from the first and then the second. And starting on this second block, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So make sure you guys have done this so far. Pause it if you need to. We are working on the outline of our toad eating a mushroom. I guess, you know, they get hungry too. So make sure that you guys have this. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to go down here. We're going to skip a block. and then on the second block from the bottom, we're going to go straight up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to skip a block. We're going to place 1 black wool. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to go down here. We're going to skip a block on this left side. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So make sure you guys have this so far. He still has a lot more detail in this middle section. And that's what we're going to be working on. So make sure you guys are ready to do so. What we're going to do is that we're going to go over here. Do you guys see this area here? Well, now we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool. Coming from that diagonal, you're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. And then next to this black wool, all by itself here, we're going to go straight up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to go up, and on the left, we're going to go up by 2 black wools. So make sure you guys have something that looks like this. Then we're going to drop what we're doing. I know this part's confusing, but just bear with me. We're going to place 1 yellow wool right here, so it's easier to see what we're about to do. And above this yellow wool, you're going to go up by 6 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Now what we're going to do next is that over here, we are just going to add 1 yellow wool, just like that. And then above this yellow, you're going to place 6 black wools going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So once again, make sure you guys have those 6 black wools going to the right. And then we're going to add 1 diagonal black wool going down and to the right. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. And you know what? Should we start adding a little bit of detail just so it's easier to see what we have done? Because this bottom part's confusing. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and grab our brown. And what we're going to do is that we're going to fill in this area with brown wool and this area with brown wool. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll be right back in just a second. Or I'll be right back in just a second. And that's what it should look like after you fill it in with some brown. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our white terracotta and we're going to fill in this middle section and then this section with some white terracotta, and that's going to be our skin tone. So let's go ahead and fill that in and we'll be right back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that's what it should look like. Now let's continue. What we're going to do next is that we're going to fill in this middle section with some white. So let's go do that right now. Right, awesome. And now let's start doing his little blue and yellow vest. So for that, we're going to grab our yellow wool. And then we're just going to add 2 yellow wools right in this little gap. And then here, starting next to this black, we're going to go all the way up. So let's just place the yellow all the way up. And that's how you do it. Now let's go ahead and do it on this right side. What we're going to do is that right here, we're going to go straight up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add 2 yellow wools and 1 diagonal yellow. Then over here, we're going to go up by 2 yellow wools. And now we can fill in this side of the vest and this side of the vest with some blue wool. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, awesome, and that should be pretty much the bottom part of our toad eating a mushroom. I know that we usually fill it in at the end, but I just thought that it was kind of confusing, so why not fill it in, you know? That's always fun. It's nice to take a little break. Now let's start on the face of our Toad eating a mushrooms from Super Smash Brothers. Right, so for that, what we're going to do is that we're going to continue with our black wool, and then right here, do you guys see this black? Now we're going to add 3 black wools going to the left. And then diagonally, we're going to go up by 5. Does that make sense? Maybe not diagonally, but we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure you guys have those 5 black wools going straight up. And then on the left side, we're going to place 3 black wools. And then on the right, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you guys have this. Remember, you're going to start 1 block from the bottom up. You're going to have 3 on the left and 4 on the right. Then we're going to skip a block. And starting on the second block, we're going to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're also going to have a diagonal black wool going down and to the right. Then we're going to skip a block and we're going to go up by 4. Now starting right here in the bottom, this time we're going to go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go up here. We're going to add 1 white terracotta. And then on the right, we're going to go down by 7 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So make sure you guys have that. Then what we're going to do is that here, we're going to add 2 black wools on the right side. So we have 1 and 2. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal on the left and 1 diagonal on the right. Now on this right diagonal, we're going to go up and we're going to add 3 black wools on the right side going up, just like that. And then on the left connected, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on this right side here, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3, and it ends up being connected right there. Then we're going to add 1 black wool here diagonally, like so. We're going to drop down to this section and we're going to skip a block and we're going to place a black wool. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to add 1 black wool right here on the second block from the top, and you're left with something that looks like this. I know it looks just completely messy, but it will make sense in just a little bit. But we're going to stop what we're doing here because we're going to do the eyes. So do you guys see this 2 diagonal? Well, we need to add 3 black wools going to the left coming from this diagonal block right here. So make sure you guys add those 3. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool. Now we're going to shimmy to the left, and do you guys see these 2 black wools going up? Well, we're going to add a white terracotta. And then on the right of that white terracotta, we're going to add 1 black. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. And we're going to go up and we're going to have another 2 black wools going to the right. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Let's take a big step back. Let's see what we have done so far. This would be a tremendous stopping point if you need one. Okay, awesome. Now what we're going to do is that we need to make the outlines for the little red spots that he has on the top mushroom part of his head. So for that, we are going to go over here, and do you guys see these 2 black wools that go up, and then this other 2? We're going to go to the second set here, and we're going to drop right below it, and we're going to add 1 red wool. So make sure you guys have that 1 red wool in between these 2 black wools going up. Then we're going to drop down and have 3 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 2 red wools going to the right. And then we're going to have 2 diagonal red wools. We are now making the outline red instead of black. You know, like most of our pixel art has that black outline. Now, let's continue. We're going to go up and we're going to have 2 red wools going up on the right. Then we're going to go up and we're going to have 4 red wools going up on the right. So make sure you guys have that. How amazing. We have done the left part of this red thing, and now we're gonna shimmy to the right. You guys see there's 2 black wools going up. Well, now on the bottom here, we're gonna have 5 going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're gonna go up, and we're gonna have 2 red wools going to the left. Then we're gonna have 1 diagonal red wool. And then we're gonna go up by 2 red wools. So make sure you guys have this. And now it's time to start filling in our little mushroom friend. So let's get started with the red. We're gonna fill in this part of his mouth with some red wool, and then of course the 2 spots on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. And that's what the red should look like after you fill it in. Now we're gonna focus on the little mushroom, which is gonna be this area right here. And I'm not gonna go and like do it when you guys are not looking. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in right now with you. We're just gonna do this section here, and that's gonna be the mushrooms, because you know they eat, I guess they're cannibals maybe, but you know they still gotta eat something. So make sure you guys have this. Now we're gonna focus on the white terracotta, which is the block that I'm gonna be using because I'm using this version of Minecraft, but in your version you might find a better block. But I'm gonna be using the white terracotta for his face, so let's go ahead and fill that in, and his little arm as well. Alright, awesome, and that's what his face and little arm should look like. And oh no, this is one extra block. Let me delete that. So make sure this is what you guys have for his face. And now it's time to fill in the rest of his big head with some white wool for the mushroom part. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. And there we go, that's Water Toad eating a mushroom from Super Smash Brothers. If you guys enjoyed this pixel art tutorial, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, go ahead and eat that notification bell so you're notified when we post a new video, and just thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.